Welcome golfers to Season 3, Episode 8 of Golf Mobility Pro. Today, we're gonna give you 4 power exercises that you can implement into your routine to get you hitting the ball further than ever.
Before we work on power movements, we want to first take the body through a dynamic warm-up, moving through all 3 planes of motion to help increase the body's core temperature, prepare the nervous system, help connect with the breath, and center the mind. In addition to serving as a great warm-up, you can use these movements to assess your own mobility and stability. Taking your club between your hands, stand with your feet hip-width apart. Shift over to your left leg, bending into the knee. You're going to step the right foot forward, reach the club up, lean back with the upper body, and then step back to where you started. Again, hinge back as you tap forward and step back together. First, taking the body through flexion and extension, moving through the sagittal plane. You'll do this about 8 times on each side. Here we're looking at shoulder flexion, thoracic extension, as well as stability and strength in the lower body, testing your balance, and working on ankle and hip mobility. For the next movement, lower your club to the side. Stand with the feet hip-width apart, take your arms out in front of you. Step one leg back, bending into both knees, round your spine, sweep the arms down and back, and then step back up to where you started. So we're still moving through flexion and extension, still in the sagittal plane, taking the major joints through their range of motion. Next, we'll take the body side to side, moving laterally or through the frontal plane. Take your club overhead, step with the feet a little bit wider than your hips. I'm going to shift my weight to my left leg, the right leg will be moving. Step the leg across, tap it, at the same time reach your upper body in the opposite direction, and then come back to where you started. Do that again. Moving the legs through adduction and abduction while laterally bending through the spine. You'll do this about 8 times on each side. Last but not least, we'll take the body through the transverse plane or the rotational plane. Hold the club out in front of you, a little bit wider than your shoulders. Step over to the side of your mat. Arms are extended in front. Step one leg over to the side. Bend into a side lunge. Keep your gaze forward. Rotate your shoulders to the right. Launch off of this leg. Come back to where you started. Again, so step, side lunge, twist, and come back. Starting to open the hips a bit further, mobilize through the spine, warming up the entire body.
So the first exercise, we're gonna do a rotational band throw. You can also do this with a medicine ball. Make sure you attach the band to something sturdy, and the inside hand is going to be on the handle, and then the outside hand can either interlock or overlap, whatever is more comfortable to you. We're gonna do 8 reps, but we're gonna do the first 2 slow, and then you're gonna increase speed as you go. If you feel like you still are keeping the power that you have, then you can do a couple more reps as long as that power is staying at the rate that you would want it to be at. For the vertical thrust exercise, we are gonna do a partial squat. You don't wanna go too heavy of weight here, but you wanna do enough where it keeps you from jumping off the ground. So you're gonna put the front foot forward, most of the weight's gonna be on that, and then the back foot, the toes are just gonna be on the ground, lined up with the front heel, and then all you're gonna do is go partially down and then explode up. So you're loading, exploding, loading, exploding. It is very similar to the follow through of a golf swing. In the golf swing, you go here and then you press into the ground and then you do extension right here with that front knee. And that's what you're getting with that partial squat, right? So we're pushing into the ground, then we're going into extension as we thrust through the swing. After you do the partial squat, then we're gonna go back to the upper body and we're gonna do a split stance. We're gonna keep that same band that we had there. And all you're gonna do is start slow, slowly press this band out, and then increase speed as you go. It's pretty much just like throwing a punch, so you can feel like you're Floyd Mayweather in the ring there. The final exercise, we are going to do a medicine ball slam. So this is a softer med ball. This is what you would want to use for this, or you could use a sandball med ball just to make sure it doesn't bump up and hit you in the face. So you're gonna reach all the way up, slam it to the floor, reach all the way up, slam it to the floor. You're gonna do 8 reps there. Make sure you're using your lower body to initiate this movement. And that is gonna help the chop and lift power in a golf swing. So right here. You could do these exercises in a circuit, or you can find different ways to implement them. If you wanna see how we utilize these, make sure to get your copy of the Ultimate 12-Week Golf Fitness Program. It's a program that we put together for golfers to increase swing speed and to feel and move better on and off the course.